Welcome back everyone, my name is Eltimar and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous, where we left off last time. We took out Xvim's sister, can't remember her name now, Assassin's Guild demon, and we're going to head to talk to Hilor and all the other people we need to talk to about random things in the city, and then we'll head out once again. Maybe head to Polaris Fall, something along those lines anyways. Hilor's face is ashen. He retains his impeccable posture, but from time to time he winces in pain. Apparently his impeccable posture is semi-prone on the bed. Commander, I beg for your help. I picked up the Spinner of Nightmares trail again. I figured out that her den is near the City of Eyes, where she plays host to demons. It would have been too risky to try and storm the place, and I didn't want to put others' lives in danger. I snuck in alone to catch her off guard. I nearly got to her, but... I don't know what you saw in the abyss, but when I saw the Spinner of Nightmares' den, it was horrible. Please help me. My daughter is in great danger. Grave, unthinkable danger. Please finish my hunt. Kill the Spinner of Nightmares. Save my daughter. I'm counting on you. You got it. No big deal. I'll do that eventually. Let's roll out here. Back into the city. We have a couple more people to talk to. I just can't remember who they are. It's fine, we'll figure it out. Alright. This is a really easy way to find out, actually. And since we walk at warp 9, we can just do this really quickly. We just go out, and then we go back in, and we can see what parts of the city we can travel to. We should go into the Citadel, actually, would have been maybe a tiny bit faster. That's fine now. And we re-enter, so we have What Do You Dream Of? So Arushalae and The Price of Loyalty. Also at the Half Measure Tavern, weirdly. Okay, I'm on loading screen. Let's quickly look up The Price of Loyalty. Yeah, where is it? There it is. We need to talk to Greybor here. Oh, we weren't at the tavern before, we were somewhere different. That's fine. If I were Greybor, where would I be? Oh, there you are.
Is that the commander who entered the lair of assassins unafraid, wreaking havoc and personally murdering everyone in sight? Why, yes, I think it is her. Well, beer is on me today, just like I promised.
Thank you for remaining loyal to me.
It's just business, and... But perhaps you are right about that. I like you. I rarely say that to people, and almost never to my employers. But here we are.
The dwarf cuts off abruptly and goes silent for a while. He puffs on his pipe, lost in thought. Finally he speaks.
I enjoy traveling with you, and I would have felt regret if you had died. Apparently our adventures together have made me overly sentimental.
Have you ever thought about what you're going to do when the war's over?
I'll remain a drifter and a killer. Nothing will change.
There's an undercurrent of sadness beneath Greybor's bravado. Ever thought about quitting the assassination business?
Maybe I have, and maybe I haven't. Have you ever noticed how I wish all my victims sweet dreams? It's a handy catchphrase that I've been using for many years. A farewell to someone I'm about to snuff out. I've been thinking about it a lot recently. Am I actually wishing myself sweet dreams? Preparing to go to my eternal rest every time I go into a fight? I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting old.
The dwarf's tone is evasive.
Anyway, fortune doesn't favor those who think too much about tomorrow instead of living in the present. Right now, I'm fighting the world wound under your command. As for what happens next, we'll just have to see.
I think you should stop being an assassin and become a crusader instead.
Maybe you are right. Somehow your ideas have grown on me over the time we've spent together. Fighting against the forces of evil, protecting the world of Galarian. Aye, sink or swim. Look, when we deal with the world wound, you may officially enlist me in the ranks of the brave Mendevian Crusaders. There's only one condition. My dark, cynical soul remains the way it is.
Greybor's face breaks into a genuine smile. You realize it's the first time he seems truly happy. Truly and sincerely happy. Glad we had this talk.
You know, Commander, You know, I've always thought that I was a loner by nature. I don't like people. I don't give a damn about them. They don't give a damn about me. And that's how it's always been since I met you. But you are an exception to all the rules. It is completely wrong for a hired blade to have any kind of personal affection for a client. But I do. Whatever lies ahead, I will never regret going on that dragon hunting mission.
Kyrieru trails off and looks down. When he raises his head and looks at you steadily.
Surprised to hear such words from an assassin, Commander.
Kyrieru's face is bright red. He smooths down his beard, takes a long draw from his pipe, and gives a deep sigh as he exhales through a thick cloud of smoke. Finally, he regains his composure and continues on in a more normal tone. Nothing else to say?
In that case, let this story become a good memory of how we cheated death itself.
Thanks, Kyrieru. You're a good guy. You're actually a pretty decent character as well. Alrighty, now we have to go talk to Arushalae, who is here, I think. She's the only one I can think of that would be wanting to talk about dreams. Yeah. It's gotta be Arushalae. Drawing her ruby eyes away from the passersby, Arushalae looks at you. It's good that you're here. Shall we be silent together? Do you like silence? I used to talk a lot before, and all of it was a lie. My words ruined so much. I like silence more now. I'm sorry that your dream turned into a nightmare. Don't be sorry. It's all part of my journey, and it would be very naive to imagine my path to redemption as a sequence of pleasant dreams only. I've already described my countless evil deeds to you. Mortals suffer from nightmares born of the past, and I'm glad I had the chance to experience them as well. May I ask you a personal question, the kind of question a mortal might ask a succubus? You want to talk about sex? Arushalae looks you in the eye. Ask me anything. I'll not keep secrets from you. But don't expect to hear anything lighthearted or pleasant. The kiss of a succubus is deadly, isn't it? Not just the kiss, any caress of any kind. It sucks the life from mortals, and there's nothing I can do about it. Arushalae touches her lips ever so slightly. For mortals, the tenderness is tenderness, and violence is violence. But I don't know what it's like to kiss and not inflict pain. I just hope my observations of mortals will help me understand. Young lovers, old spouses, even what mortals condemn as promiscuity. To me, it all looks like something amazingly human. Do you still feel desire? Arushalae keeps a long silence as he searches for the right words. You see, on one hand, my succubus nature remains with me. I feel the desire I feel is the one from my old life. When I look at any mortal now, I immediately imagine how she looks away. But that feeling, that desire, it's not what mortals feel. When you like someone, you don't ponder how good it would feel to drink their soul, do you? You think about how good it would be to feel, to be together. Together, you see. You know how to want someone and at the same time not want to destroy them. For me, it's always one and the same. True despair rings in Arushalae's voice. I'm not even talking about love, just the common mutual affection of mortals when they're not poisoned with violence. Now I know that I've never felt it. It's hard to imagine how it's even possible. What's sex between demons like? Everything demons do is sort of cannibalism. Each devours mortals and other demons in their own way. Some enjoy literally tearing off pieces of flesh with their teeth. Others like to subdue and turn their prey into slaves and living tools. Some feed on humiliation. It comes in different forms, but the essence is always the same. Another being is an object to be used for your own pleasure. Demon sex doesn't differ from any other type of violence. In my former life, it was something I did to others or others did to me. Only one person ever received pleasure, not the other. Thanks for being so open. I'm going to save in case we say the wrong thing and screw this up. Alright, we saved. We're good. I'm going to ask her, the things I said to you in a dream, I hope they did not cause any more inappropriate thoughts. I did not mean to tempt you so. Not at all. Quite the opposite. When you first said it, I think I understood what that word meant for the first time in my life. It might have awoken hunger or malice in me in the past, but right now I only feel happiness. Cool. I'm going to ask her another personal question. You know, a drop of vital energy is a small price to pay for your kiss. Don't joke like that. For me, it's not a joke at all. I'm not kidding. I can easily spare a bit of vital essence for the sake of a kiss. Arushalae's cheeks blush faintly. Her lips open a little, and she wets them with the tip of her tongue. Sighing deeply, she answers with apparent effort. I never want to feel such pleasure again. Not with anyone ever. If I kiss anyone, I want to be sure that kiss brings both pleasure, not pain. I should like to kiss someone again, but only as a mortal, not as a demon. Oh, she wants to become not a demon. Interesting. Arushalae's voice grows soft, and you barely hear her words. Thanks for being so open. Tell me about yourself. I'm just going to go really quickly through this. Thank you for your answers. Shadow from your dream. No. Okay, we already know all of this stuff. Okay. I don't think we have anything else to do. So, it's obviously not the quest thing to do. Contact the person the dream came from. We had to talk to a Nevia. Right, okay. Let's go do that right now. I had forgotten that part of the quest. I was like, we should go talk to Arushalae about her dreams. But now we've learned a little bit more about Arushalae, so that's good. She is our primary romance companion for this playthrough. Our other group, our primary romance companion is Bugs. So this one's a little bit prettier, at least. Oh, we have a council thing to do. Lady Konami doesn't look nearly as confident or as bold. Commander, what a blessing it is to have you back. Mendev is in need of your help. There's been a revolt in Neurosian. The disgruntled nobles are completely out of control. They proclaimed the royal council dissolved and arrested several of its members. Many politicians were accused of collaborating with demons. Some were executed, some others were torn apart by the crowd. The first treasurer has fled. There's fighting in the streets between mercenaries hired by the aristocrats and the guard who is loyal to the royal crown. Dresden has received letters from the insurgents as well as the loyal servants of the crown requesting your support, but both the royal council and I have faith that you will elect to defend the legitimate authority. This faith is not misplaced, is it? Lady Konami regards you with a devotion you've never seen in her before. If the powerful have gone mad and are spilling blood in the streets, there's only one force that can stop them, the church. We'll appeal to the clerics to intervene in this conflict. Their voices will be heard. Why should we bother saving the royal council? So it can keep pushing us around? I propose we publicly support the nobles. If a few esteemed elders were to depart from the council, it wouldn't be a terrible loss for the nation. The politicians have neglected their duty, but maybe the soldiers won't. There's got to be some honest generals left in Mendev. We'll ask them to bring their troops to the capital and put an end to the unrest. I know a thiefling, Zarsi. She's from the River Kingdoms. She was saying something about a young state over in the Stolen Lands that managed to cobble together a proper cohesive nation from a bunch of riffraff. Pretty slick considering how tricky it was to make them not hate each other. Want to invite them to help us patch things up? I'm actually kind of curious. Okay. We could... I'm going to read all these things. So, we get a Holy Relic, which is pretty good for a robe. Plus 4 Charisma and Wisdom, and we can cast Greater Angelic Aspect at 20th level. That's if we ask the church. If we do the nobles, we get a Family Heirloom, which is Cloak Resistance plus 5, and whenever we land a killing blow, all enemies must pass a will save or become blinded for 4 rounds. Not bad. Mendevian Guard, we get Powerful Relic Armor, which is some plus 5 Mithril Chainmail. And we get a 7 bonus on Insight bonus to Persuasion checks. For Intimidation. Woljif. Oh my god. That's an amazing potion. Elixir of inconceivable transmutations of body, soul, and mind. Whoever drinks this elixir will permanently gain plus 2 inherent bonus on all ability scores. That's crazy good. Royal Council. Valuable relic from the treasury. That is the worst one so far. I mean, it's not bad. Plus 5 competence on persuasion, lore, and all lore and knowledge checks. It's actually really good, but if we can kick her out, we declare independence, and we get all generals get plus 7 to power, get 100,000 finance points, 10,000 material points, and 4,000 energy points. We're not going to do that. We're doing the River Kingdoms one. That potion is so good that it's insane. I'll drop a line to Zarsi so she doesn't get us some random nobody she should find like the best advisors there. Maybe like a counselor. Sounds neat, huh? A foreign counselor has arrived in the capital to give everyone responsible a good whooping. What if they're a troll or something? The River Kingdoms is one wacky place, you know. I apologize once more for all the misunderstandings we've had in the past, Commander. I thank you, and I won't take any more of your time. As soon as the situation in Nerosian changes, I will immediately convene the Diplomatic Council to give you a full report. I'm going to go manage our Crusader affairs, because I really want to get that potion on the way, because that is so good. +2 to all stats. Like, that's insane. I like it. Okay. Do we have anyone to hire? No. I mean, we do, but no. We're waiting on the champions. I do want to check one thing, though. Decrees. Oh, I guess we can't yet. Alright, well, time to leave. Or actually, no, it's not. It's time to talk to Anevia, and then it's time to leave. We'll go to Pelura's Falls. We can at least do some of that in this video, I think. Yeah, it'll be easier with this group because we have more people in our group and we don't get pounded by massive Glabrus. Actually, we might still get pounded by massive Glabrus. There's no guarantee that we'll be immune from death. Anevia. Look who it is. Hi. Do you remember when I asked about your dream? You said you wanted to learn how to bake bread. Could you tell me more about that? Is this for Arushalae? Uh-huh, I can see you. You can come out. Anevia smiles at the half-hidden succubus bashfully emerging from her hiding place. Now, isn't that better? Anyway, back to bread. Anevia sighs pensively, her eyes gazing into the distance. When I was just a little snot-nosed kid, my mom hid me from our enemies in the Temple of Desna. Niddle. My birthplace is a horror show. If it crumbled into the sea tomorrow, I'd throw a party, but the temple was a tiny oasis of peace and calm hidden away from all that. Folks in the temple knew how to laugh. They'd sing songs as they did their needlework. And in the mornings, they'd bake the most fragrant bread in the whole world. I could barely see over the table, but I'd stand and watch as the cook mixed the dough, formed it into rounds, and put them in the oven. It's the happiest memory of my life. Well, of the crappy part of my life. Up until I met Beth, of course. Then, when I bailed on that, I did all kinds of scummy jobs. I crawled through marshlands, I scrambled over rooftops, I waded through sewers, I spied, I tracked, I killed, and that memory was the thing that kept me going. When I was sitting up to my eyeballs in gore or dragging myself through the slums with an arrow in my side, I remembered the smell of that bread, the crunch of the crust, how it burned my little fingers. I remembered how happy I was back then. Commander, have you thought about what you'll do after we win? I mean, once we smash the demons, close the world wound, hung up our weapons. What then? I know my war will be well and truly over the morning I get up, mix up a dough, and put it in the oven. I'm going to sit there and watch it rise. And then, the smell of fresh bread will wake Erebeth, and she'll come out of the kitchen. Then I'll break her off a steaming, fragrant piece. That's when I'll truly know in my gut that the crusade's over, that our peaceful life has begun. Arushalae listens to Anevia with rapt attention. When Anevia finishes, the succubus is silent for a long time, then briskly wipes her eyes. Thank you, Anevia. Desna bless you. I think I understand now. I think I truly understand. Arushalae turns to you. You see a sparkle of hope in her eyes again, something that's been missing ever since your last visit to the world of dreams. Alira, we need to go there again, to the dream world. Now I know how to solve the riddle. Please come to speak with me in private as soon as you can. Not waiting for your answer, she walks away. That's not a walk, that is a sprint. Anevia watches the demon go. Desna teaches that everything we do in our waking hours begins in our dreams. I wonder if my dream helped her understand, but whatever it was, may the goddess watch over her.
We do it my way.
Well, let's go deal with that. And then we'll go, maybe, if we have time. Do you think she's at the tavern or in the street? You know what? We'll go to the street, check if she's there. It'll take us like 30 seconds to run to the tavern. Maybe less. Is she on the street? She is not. So I'm guessing she's at the tavern. We can see how fast our character goes. At least I'm hoping she's in here. She is. Let's go to your dream. Let's do it. I can't wait to finally solve this riddle. Oh, but there's a glimpse of concern appears on the succubus's eager face. My nightmare, it's still there. Usually he doesn't show up at all, but I think he will attack us when we start altering the very nature of my dream. Better get ready for battle. Okay, well, I'm gonna save then. Don't think I really need to buff up. Maybe just a Sword of Heaven. Alright, let's go. Give ourselves some damage reduction, piercing. Arushalae's dream seems even darker and emptier than before. The smell of smoke and ash lingers in the cold air. You can't see the nightmare, but you can feel it watching you from the dark. The succubus approaches the table reverently, as if approaching a holy altar, then she hesitates. When Desna asked me, what do you dream of? I didn't know anything about dreams. I've been trying to imitate mortals, but I never understood what I was doing. I filled my dreams with so many things, but now I understand why they all burned so easily. They were not real dreams, but... how should I put it? Mortals don't actually dream about objects, they dream about ideas. Filling my dreams with those items was like stealing a roadside sign from its stake, and then claiming I had an entire town in my hands. And Nevia isn't really dreaming about a loaf of bread. Her dream is about a whole new life, a life where there's no war, a life where she lives in her own house and bakes bread for her beloved. I'm sure that if I asked anyone about the things I stored here, they'd tell me why those things are in their dream worlds, the worlds where they find happiness. Did Nevia's... actually, if you want, I can try to help you understand your dreams. Yes, you may be the only one who can. I don't think anyone in the universe knows me better than you. This table didn't burn because it's part of my true dream, a part of the world where I am happy. Now I just have to find out what this world looks like. Arushalae closes her eyes. The world of my dreams is so close. I can almost see it. Almost. A teapot on the table, Arushalae whispers quietly. You can barely hear her words, but as she speaks, the world changes around you. The smell of smoke and ash is replaced by the fragrant aroma of freshly brewed tea. The teacups are full, and steam is rising from them. There's a spot of spilled jam, cookie crumbs. I must have baked cookies. Planning to drink some tea? A hissing voice full of bitter hatred can be heard in the darkness. You used to drink souls before. How many living souls did you kill, you fiend? How many did you torture to death? You don't deserve a life like this. I've done many terrible things. Arushalae's voice is quiet but firm. I've ruined many lives, and I'll be paying for that for as long as I live. I will fight until we close the world wound, and even after that, as long as there is evil on Golarion, but I will not give up on my dream. Whatever it is, without it, I won't have the strength to fight. I'll make you pay with your life!
This will be quick.
Time to go punch some things. Oh my god, you don't need me in here. Jesus, Arushalae.
Don't hold back.
Arushalae stops to catch her breath. The nightmares will never leave me alone. I know that I deserve them, but it's hard to fight them off over and over again. You cannot have dreams without nightmares. They are the price you must pay for your humanity. Yes, I know. Thank you for helping me fight them off. Let's continue. Arushalae closes her eyes again. Surrounding the table, I see a house. A large, spacious kitchen, a ray of sunshine coming through the window, the branches of an apple tree swaying outside. You want to have a house of your own, my venomous butterfly? Demelchio's charred, ghostly face is twisted with hatred. You've deprived me of my home twice. First you took Elysium from me, then I found a new refuge in the Abyss and you've destroyed that too. And now you dare to dream of a house of your own? I have wronged you badly, and I feel guilt. I'm not trying to make excuses, there's nothing I could say that would excuse what I've done. But you are dead, Demelchio. I will never forget you, but I will not let you take my life. You don't have the right to live. More ghosties. But if Arushalae goes first, they'll all be dead in like the first round of combat anyways. Or not. Or yes, mostly. There's 3 left. 4 left. Unfortunately, we are enormously tanky. Arushalae looks pale as she wipes away the sweat and tears from her face. You are so close to finding your dream. You're almost there. Yes, I want to see it through to the end. A kitchen, a teapot on the table, and who's sitting at the table? Look, that's me. And there's you. We're chatting, laughing. You're holding my hand with such tender affection. I don't see me yet. Oh, there I am. How are we holding hands from that distance? That's a long way. So, this is my dream. All this time, my dream has been about you. About a house we could call our own. About a friendship. No. About love. And maybe even a family. Family. Isn't that the word mortals use to describe people who fill them with happiness? The people they love and can't live without? You can't be happy, you scum. You don't deserve happiness. The nightmare's hiss grows like into a deafening roar. I will be happy. She looks the monster straight in the eye. Do whatever you want to me, but my dreams are mine forever.
Their life ends here.
More spirits? Arushalae is a murder machine, though. I also think since we have this aura, we're killing all of them as they come into combat, basically. Like, they'll all gather up and our aura will hit them. Do like 20 damage or whatever, because they're really weak. They have no real strength to them. There's just a lot of them. And they just blow up.
Adventures can
The monster is gone, and all is peaceful once more.
I just want to live here, in the world of mortals, with you. I have solved the goddess's riddle. This is my true dream.
The smell of freshly baked cookies wafts through the air, and steam rises from cups of hot, fragrant tea that have been set out on the table. Arushalae gazes around her longingly. You've never seen her so happy.
I love you. Will you be with me? Will you share my dream?
Arushalae's slender body is bathed in a kaleidoscope of colors, and for a moment, she is completely surrounded by hundreds of fluttering blue butterflies. She stares at you with shining eyes. A home together. I would fight the entire abyss to make this dream come true.
You'll never be afraid again. Let the abyss be afraid. It fears and loathes everything it fails to understand. I know how demons think. They'll do everything they can to destroy us, because now they are more afraid of us than anything else in the world.
I wonder if we can try and kiss her now. Yes. Apparently, yes. Demon and angel wings. That's kind of cool. I like this. There's a dichotomy here, which is nice. Her lips tremble slightly, but she returns your kiss eagerly. She's being careful, gentle, trying not to hurt you. However, when she realizes that you remain unharmed, her timidity gives way to desire. The former succubus has long shown incredible restraint, suppressing her passions for years, but now, as her lips meet yours, she holds nothing back.
This is our happiness, our dream, an Elysium of our own.
The scent of flowers hangs heavy in the air, and a jubilant melody fills your ears. Arushalae kisses you again and again as she whispers. We got kicked out of the dream. Oh, we did the dream. That's cool. I like the companion quests in the game. The good companions have better missions, it seems, in this game. Like, I guess with the exception of Darren's mission, which I'm actually really curious to see how it plays out. The dream world fades away, but Arushalae is still in your arms. The kiss you shared in the dream now continues in reality. She presses up against you, and you can feel the heat of her body beneath her clothes. Let's go somewhere that no one will bother us.
Yes. Let's go.
She squeezes your hand firmly. As soon as you close the door of the study, the two of you fall into each other's arms, and time ceases to exist. You explore every inch of her skin and her body. Once an instrument of torture and murder becomes a vessel overflowing with tenderness and joy. When she reaches the peak of pleasure, you smell the fragrant flowers from her dream, and as she moans with delight, the room becomes a garden filled with the wondrous plants of Elysium.
As a succubus, well, I've done plenty of things in my lifetime. But what we just did was unlike anything I have ever experienced. It was the first time I've ever felt love and tenderness.
Arushalae sighs in contentment. She breathes in deeply, inhaling the fragrance of the flowers.
I was so worried that my dream world was the only place I would find redemption. I was afraid that when I returned to reality, I would be a bloodthirsty monster again. But you taught me to see the difference between dreams and reality. The difference between thoughts and deeds. You showed me the importance of the real world. When I took the first steps on this path to redemption, I spent so much time living inside my own head. But you changed that. You introduced me to the mortal world. You made me a part of your life. And together, we have accomplished so many amazing things.
These flowers, what are they?
They're the flowers of Elysium. But how did they get here? Perhaps it's a gift from the goddess. Or perhaps our happiness summoned them into our world. All I know is that it's a miracle. I can't explain how these flowers appeared, but I believe that they're a good omen. A sign of new life.
Arushalae gives you a radiant smile. I don't want to leave. I want to stay here with you.
I know, I feel the same. But the real world is waiting for us. So big, and yet so fragile. We'll save it. Together. And then we'll come back here, to a place as real as our happiness. We'll return to our very own Elysium.
We can stay here for a little longer, right? She says nothing, but leans in for a kiss. Aw. Well, there we go. We finished our first romance option in the game. I mean, other than
Follow if
the best romance option. Yeah, bugs. The bug option. We're going to leave that guy there and take land. We don't need Greybore with us. I wonder if there's different paths, like if there's different romance type stuff if you go the Azada route and do the Elysium tree. It's possible, I guess. Anyways, we're going to Polaris Fall. It's a bit of a journey. We don't have the Hand of the Inheritor to bring us there anymore, which is sad. Why is our Crusade morale going down? 3, 4... Oh, we're distributing provisions, so we'll have more morale soon. What's this army doing? What do I want it to do? It's not very powerful, mind you. It needs more units. I'm not really sure why I put it back here. Oh, right, because I accidentally moved it down to the Hell Knight outpost. Right. We can quickly recruit some things, I guess. Let's get some monks. Why are we so poor all the time? What's our income? I feel like our income should be pretty good. We're making 2,000 a day. I feel like it should be more. Oh well. Can I see you for a sec here? Where's our... Yes. No. Yes. We should have powers listed up here. Where are all of our powers? So why is our group in a weird formation? Like we should have teleportation and all that other good stuff. Slightly confused to what happened to our powers. Okay, well, let's just see if we can recruit any more things. We'll grab some Hedge Knights. And the Marksman. Fair enough, I guess. Let's keep moving. I'm actually going to stop off at the Hell Knight out. Oh, we can't. I was going to see if we can go in and out and fix our... whatever's going on here. Maybe we have to be in here. And then we go map? No. That really didn't help our situation at all. Alright, well, fair enough. I guess we're over half an hour anyways. Let's go to Polaris Fall. We are almost fully exhausted. Now we are, except for land, weirdly. Oh, this is actually going to be really bad. I should have rested. We're all exhausted. It's fine. It'll be fine. What do we got? Incubus. Marilus Votary. I mean, I think we can still win. We just have a little bit of exhaustion going on here.
You should have run. I will resist.
Okay, we're good. Everything's fine. We have to rest here. Nenio literally can't move, so... I guess this is where we'll call it a video as well. In the next video, we'll go to Polaris Fall and do that. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you all next time, and we will, fingers crossed, hopefully go save Polaris Fall from some death and destruction. Take care, and I'll see you all next time.